5 skills to learn to become financially stable. Do you desire financial independence? Then you should see this video. I'll demonstrate 5 skills in this video that will enable you to become financially independent. These are not merely abilities, they are routines that have produced results for me and enabled me to work from home. Please tell me if it worked for you as well. Most likely, you're watching this video because you want to break free from debt. This video will assist you in doing that. I'll outline 5 abilities that can get you there. I have learned all of these things throughout the years, and they've all contributed to my achieving financial independence. Number 1. Automate your saving efforts. What does automatic savings mean? It functions much in the same way as automatic saving, but in a more practical method for you. How does it function? You have it set up such that a portion of the money you pay for your service goes straight into your savings account. Every time you sign up for a service from us, we'll also give you a bonus if you want it. What will I put away? Your answer will depend on the amount of money you want to save each month and the interest rate you're ready to pay. We can handle it for you if you wish to save $100 per month and get 3% interest. Are you sick and tired of paying the same amount each month for your monthly bills? If so, automating your savings might be something to think about. Setting up an automatic savings program or app is simple, and there are many ways to ensure that your money is going in the right direction. One way to begin saving money is to set up an automatic savings program. You can open an account at a bank or credit union where you can choose from a variety of options for your monthly savings goal, from $1 up to hundreds of dollars, and the interest rate you're willing to pay. After a month or quarter has passed, then a specific sum of money will be taken out of your account by the bank. The amount of money you want to save each month is entirely up to you. If your budget doesn't allow for a significant amount, that's fine too. You are at work and there is a ton of work to do, but you just can't seem to get it all done. You seem to be making little progress. At that point, you check your bank account and discover that you have some leftover money from last month, and a sizable bill due in a few weeks. That's life, not your fault. However, things don't have to be this way. Savings Automagical works by deducting modest sums from your monthly bill and depositing them on your behalf into a savings account. You can change how much and how quickly you wish to save, allowing your account to grow gradually but steadily. Number 2. Control your constant spending. We all have a tendency to spend money on things that we don't really need or even really want. It's natural to be tempted by things like coffee, snacks, and maybe even a new pair of shoes. But you can learn how to control your impulse spending. First, ask yourself the following questions. Am I buying this for myself? If so, why? How long will this purchase last? Can I afford to buy it? If I'm buying something that's not essential, why am I spending money on it? It's easy to get caught up in the moment when you're out at the store, and that can lead to impulse spending. One way to keep from doing this is to use your money well. Make sure you have a budget and stick to it. When you're feeling stressed out or overwhelmed, it's easy to be tempted by things like a cup of coffee or a shopping spree. But what if those things didn't make you feel better? What if they actually made things worse? The first step in learning how to control your impulse spending is understanding what impulse spending means. It's when something triggers a desire for something else, but the desire doesn't last until you've gotten what you want. Instead, it fades away as soon as you get what you want. This happens because we've learned that the next thing we want will satisfy our urge for instant gratification, so we'll buy it even before we've planned for it. The second step in learning how to control your impulse spending is knowing how these urges work on their own. They don't just disappear after they've been satisfied. Instead, they fade away over time as your brain learns that satisfying this particular craving isn't worth running up credit card bills for unnecessary items and services. Remember the times when you wished that you had more money? The answer is easy. Stop and think about how much money you actually devote to yourself. While it is important to consider your responsibilities to family and friends, there is no reason why you shouldn't love yourself as well. Impulse spending is a big problem for many people. It can happen anytime, although it's more common when we're bored or stressed. We impulsively spend money on things that we don't really need or even really want. Number 3. Evaluate your expenses and live frugally. Invest in your future. First, it's necessary to understand that it's not just about the money. It's about making the most of your time here on Earth. There are many ways to do that. The first is to invest in yourself, which is what we're going to talk about today. Let's break it down. First, you need to decide what kind of person you want to be. What are your goals? How will those goals help you achieve a better life for yourself and those around you? When you've got this figured out, it's time to find a way to make it happen. If you think about it, there are all kinds of ways that people who want to get ahead can do so. Starting businesses, finding new jobs or careers, buying property, the list goes on. But the best way is often by taking responsibility for your own actions and working hard at something that matters. So if you want something different in life, a career change or a new path altogether, take charge. Invest in yourself by starting small and building up from there. It's time to invest in your future, and the best place to start is with your education. The world is changing fast, and there are new opportunities waiting for you out there if you're willing to go after them. Education is what will set you apart from the crowd. When choosing a college or university, it's important to look at what type of programs are offered by schools in your area. Are they accredited by a reputable organization? Do they offer courses that will be helpful when it comes to finding employment after graduation? Are there scholarships available for students who need financial assistance? Number 4. Eliminate and avoid debt. If you can't pay down your debt, you can't earn more money. That's why it's so important to pay off your debts as quickly as possible. To eliminate debt, start by making a plan for getting rid of every penny that doesn't go directly toward paying off your debts. Then, make sure that the extra cash you have is going toward paying off your debts. It's also important to avoid credit cards when possible. This way, you won't have any interest payments to worry about. Use cash whenever possible and don't use credit cards when they aren't necessary. If you're having trouble paying your debt and are feeling overwhelmed, there are some things you can do to keep yourself from getting into further trouble. First, cut up all of your credit cards. This way, you won't be tempted to use them when you're in a tough situation. You'll also learn how to deal with the temptation when it comes back around. Second, don't borrow any more money from friends or family members. If they aren't offering it, then don't accept it as a loan. And if they do offer it again after being refused once, don't take it. Third, look into getting a job at an organization that offers financial counseling services to its clients. These organizations will help you figure out what debt relief options are available to you so that you can get out of debt when possible without having to resort to bankruptcy or other forms of debt relief that could harm your credit score even further than it already is. Debt is the worst. It's a financial anchor that keeps you from taking the paths that would lead to your dreams. And when you're trying to get out of debt, it's even worse. You feel like you're taking baby steps forward at every step. When you're in debt, it can be hard to think about anything else. You may feel like you have no control over your life, and it can feel like there is no way out. But the truth is that there are many ways to eliminate and avoid debt and get back on track with your finances. Some people decide to start an investment portfolio while others choose to cut their spending. Both of these options can help you eliminate and avoid debt quickly. You might also want to consider taking a different approach, like creating an emergency fund or increasing your income. Number 5. Look to grow your net worth. Net worth is a simple concept. It's all the money you have minus all the debt you owe. But it's also a pretty important one. Why? Because it can give you an idea of how much wealth you have and how much more wealth you could be making if you made smart investments. If you want to make sure that everything is going according to plan with your finances, then it's time to take a look at your net worth. Here's how. First of all, what do we mean when we say net worth? Well, let's say that you have $100 in cash and $200 in credit card debt. That means your net worth right now is minus $100 because there's more debt than there is money in play. But if instead of having $100 in cash and $200 in debt, we had $200 in cash and $100 in debt, well then our net worth would be plus $100. That shows us that we're doing better than before. So what does this mean for us? It means that if we want to increase our net worth over time, then it's important. In short, net worth is a simple concept. It's all the money you have minus all the debt you owe. But it's also an important one. Why? Because it can give you an idea of how much wealth you have and just how much more wealth you could be making if you made smart investments. But you've got to be looking at the big picture. So many of us look at our bank account balances and mortgages, but we don't take a serious look at our net worth. Your net worth is all the wealth you have right now, cash, investments, property, minus all the debt you owe like the mortgage on your home or credit card debt. The only way to grow your net worth is to make more money, right? No, it's wrong. The truth is, you can also increase your net worth by saving more and spending less. But the first step is knowing how much you have in the bank. Improving your net worth is a great way to gain financial security. There's more to growing your wealth than just net worth. Know where you stand financially, whether that be in debt or gaining wealth. If you love this video and you want more videos like this, kindly like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.